What's up, everybody? Have there ever been a time in your life where you were with someone and at one time you used to talk every day, you used to talk up until the late hours, perhaps sometimes all night, and then it came to a point where the relationship started to weaken a little bit, and then you don't talk as much, and then you went from not talking as much to not talking at all. Have you ever dealt with that before? Well, let me ask you even a better question. Have you ever met someone and you were talking to that person, and then you realize that the conversation again is weakening, and you figure that you are experienced enough to know that when the end is near. You know it. You can feel it. You've been there. It's not a mystery. Okay? Most folks don't realize what it takes to not just get a relationship or just be in a relationship or attain a relationship, but to maintain it or to keep it or to make it stronger. We as people are, in our human nature, in our own ignorance, we think just because we have it, we don't have to do anything else. It's automatic. It's on cruise control. It's on automatic pilot, and things is just going to be the same for the rest of your life. That's a dumb way of thinking. Most folks don't understand that in order for you to get a relationship, you have to maintain it. You have to maintain that relationship. Not just for a month, not just for a week, not just for a day, but forever. As long as you're with that person. Never allow your relationship to die because of lack of communication. You hear oftentimes in today's world, open and honest communication. That's what you hear. Open and honest communication. Well, how many of us really deal or even know what open and honest communication is? Most of us don't know. We think just because we're with someone that it's automatic. Again, it's not. You got to work. You got to build. You have to maintain and to grow. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Don't just choose a person because of physicality, because they're sexy, or because they are handsome, or whatever the case may be. That's a failure in the making. A failure in the making because your priorities are off. Your priorities are way off. You think that just because the person looks good, that's enough for you. Or that person, you look good and you think that's enough for them. No, you got to work. You got to put in that effort because you're two different people. You're not the same. And there are so many things that you have to consider when you're dealing with a person. And the only way you're going to know these things is by communicating. How come it's so hard to get people to talk? And I'm not just talking about men, women even worse. Why is it so hard to get women to talk? Or get men to talk, for that matter? Why are we so secretive when it comes to ourselves? Isn't it funny that we are so secretive about ourselves, but we can get into other people's lives and see what they're doing, and not only see it, but we're going to post it on social media so everyone else can look at it. No, but you don't talk about your life though. You don't talk about what you need to do to improve your life. You only talking about what someone else is doing with their lives, which is none of your damn business. What you need to do is focus on yourself. How you can effectively build your own communication skills. How you can build your own self-assurance, your own self-confidence, the love for yourself. How can you do that if you're too busy in other people's business? I'm saying it because you get sick and tired of seeing so many people out looking for love. But then you ask them, what are you looking for? They have no idea. Yeah, but you're only looking for love. No, you just horny. That's all that is. You figure that you can get free and constant free and steady and consistent sex. Because that's all really what we're focused on. We're not focused on building a relationship. We focus on the right now, which is how I'm feeling. Most people have no clue. Again, I've talked to a lot of people, not just in America, but all around the world. And one thing that is assured, that they may speak different languages, but their activities and their actions and their behaviors are the same. Trust me, they are the same. Sometimes it's even worse, because they have never been exposed to different things. They don't know the secret to keeping a relationship. And most importantly, they were never taught. They were never taught what it takes to keep a man. They were never taught what it takes to maintain a woman, how to treat a woman. We never taught that. Were you taught that? I wasn't. I had to learn on my own through trial and error, mostly error. So I'm telling you now, if you want to get things going in your life and you want things to work out for you for the better, you got to learn how to talk. You can't be sitting around and thinking that, okay, I'm going to look at you and I can just tell just by looking at you what's going through your mind. You don't know what that person's thinking. And then, and what makes it even more sad, you see these people and they don't talk. What do you think is the demise to the lack of communication that we have today? What do you think the reason for it is? Easy. I give you a choice. You think it's because we think we know each other? No. Do you think it's because we're used to one another? No. Well, what do you think it is? You think it because, I'm quiet nature and I just don't talk much. You think that's it? No. What do you think it is? It's the cell phone, social media. It's too easy not to talk. We'd rather just text. Send a message, send an email. Don't talk. Oh, you may get a lot of people, mainly women, they say, well, I can't really talk about myself, but I can type it or I can write it. So they can put it in words, but you can't talk it. I don't want to sit here and read about what you're thinking. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me how it's hurting you. Tell me what's making you happy. Tell me what I can do to help make you happy. Show me. How am I going to know? Through written letters? Through forums? Through social media? Through watching someone else's stream? Put your input in it by comment, by say, oh yeah, go get him, girl, thinking that it's all good. No, your life jacked up too. So why don't you just take the time to learn how to talk? I'm getting sick of sitting here talking to so many women and none of them know how to talk. I mean, you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you still don't know how to talk. You still don't know the secret to maintaining and obtaining a great relationship. Talking. That's all it takes. Talk. Don't spend no time sitting up here wondering. Talk about it. Be open. What you got to lose? What do you have to lose by being honest and open? Oh, you afraid of what people may think of you? Screw them people. If they think of you like that, then they not worth your time anyway. If they're going to think of you in a certain kind of way, or they're going to judge you based on what you're thinking, then you don't need them. They're not for you anyway. They're toxic people in the first place. You don't want to be with people like that. But how are you going to know that unless you talk? They can't figure you out. Don't wait until after the sex then you want to start working on something. No, let sex be last. See what else you can talk about. What else do you have that you can share with that person other than how is it in the bedroom? What do you like? What positions you like? Man, screw all that nonsense. That stuff is played out. And it's killing us as a people. It's killing our relationships. It's even killing us as friends. We can't even maintain good friendly relationships. Because people are out for their own agendas. They don't care about you. They never did care about you, never will care about you. Now, I just had to get that rant off today. I mean, it's one of those things where, I see it so often. I experience it myself very often. And not just from American women, but from any kind of woman. From all over the world. They all act the same. Don't talk. It's like, okay, all right. And just make you just say, okay, you know what? It is what it is. And then every time you see them, they got a cell phone in their hand. I'll say, you must be just, what are you doing with it? Oh, you admit everybody else's business. Oh, and it's okay. Anyway, I don't want to sound like a revolving door here, but I just want you all to know, you got to work on your communication skills. That's my word for the day. Now, I don't know when I'm coming back. I'm gonna have another word. When it comes to me, I'm coming at you. All right. I hope you all having a good day, and take care of yourself. Talk.